You ever feel like YouTube knows a little too much about you? Like one day you look up how to cook dinner, and all of a sudden YouTube thinks you're auditioning for the Food Network show. That was me a while back. I just wanted to look up how to cook sourdough bread, and before I knew it, my feed was filled with bakers kneading dough in slow motion like it was an Olympic sport. It was kind of funny for a little while until I realized it was not just with food. YouTube does this with everything. Hey, I'm Ricky, and this is The Pocket Creator. And I'm a YouTuber just like most of you guys watching this. I make videos, I study analytics, and yes, sometimes I fall down the algorithmic rabbit hole that I'm trying to better figure out. And lately I've started noticing something that's a little rather unsettling. The YouTube algorithm, the thing that we're trying so hard to better understand, doesn't even know us. It knows our patterns. It knows what we click, what we linger on, what makes us curious or angry, but it doesn't know why. It doesn't know our moods, our seasons, or our intentions. And that right there is where the problem starts. So back to that bread video. I watched one video because I wanted to try something new. And YouTube all of a sudden decided I had a new identity, Baker Guy. It started filling my feed with pastry tutorials, flour comparisons, proofing techniques, all these things I never asked for. And at first, I didn't think much of it. But then I realized something deeper. YouTube wasn't showing me what I wanted. It was showing me what I'd already shown interest in. And over time, that small difference between curiosity and identity becomes huge. It made me think, if this can happen with something as innocent as bread, what happens when it's about bigger things? Like success, creativity, or even our beliefs. Fast forward to this year. I started noticing that a lot of creators were talking about how their views were down on their channels. And like anyone who lives and breathes YouTube, I got curious. So I searched. I clicked on a few videos, and then my feed just blew up. Suddenly YouTube was showing me every creator on the planet who was talking about their views were crashing, how the algorithm was broken, and how the platform itself was dying. And I'll be honest, I was starting to kind of believe it. I caught myself feeling defeated before I even checked my own analytics. But then I jumped into one of the community forums that I'm a part of that has a bunch of really smart creators in it. And people were saying the opposite. They were saying that their channels were actually up and that they were actually getting more subscribers lately. They had more views, more growth, and more engagement. And then it hit me. The algorithm wasn't telling me the truth. It was telling me a version of the truth. A version that it thought I wanted. The one that kept me clicking, kept me watching. And then I realized I was living in my own creator echo chamber. It wasn't lying to me, but it was shaping what I believed was real. And that's the part that gets a little scary. Because this isn't just about creators and analytics. This is about all of us. We're living in these digital mirrors that reflect back to us only the things that the algorithm recognizes. If you watch a few leadership videos, suddenly you're a self-help person. If you click on a political video, now you're part of that tribe. If you spend a day searching how to grow your channel, suddenly that's all you start to see. It starts to define us. And when the feed starts to define us, we stop exploring. We stop being curious. We stop being multi-layered human beings. I think the real danger is not that YouTube is trying to manipulate us. It's that we forget how to think outside of what it's showing us. We forget that we can still search for something new, something unexpected. Because to be honest, the algorithm's goal isn't to know us. It's to keep us watching. It's trained to optimize for attention, not understanding. And when you look at it that way, it's kind of poetic and almost tragic. We're all chasing this thing that's trying to predict us, while we're trying to find ourselves through the very platform that keeps shaping us. So what does this mean for us as creators? It means that we have to be intentional. If we only make videos about what we think the algorithm wants, we're just feeding the same cycle. But if we make videos about what we believe matters, about curiosity, creativity, and connection, we actually give the algorithm something new to learn about us. We show it that we're not one-dimensional, that we're not just another trend or another keyword. We're creators who still have something original to say. So yeah, the YouTube algorithm doesn't know me. And honestly, I kind of like it that way. Because maybe the real job of a creator isn't to be known by the algorithm. It's to stay curious enough to still surprise it. If this kind of stuff makes you think about creativity, growth, and what it really means to make content matter, you're in the right place. I'm Ricky, and this is The Pocket Creator. Get out there and create something that shows the algorithm who you are, because that's certainly what I'm going to keep doing.